Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you really fast how to build your force to be able to play Revelation Skirmish. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to go to revelationswar.com. That's our website for our list builder. It's free. When you go here, you're going to see first is like the news/blog page. You have list builder, latest lists, the store, which will take you to our web store online. And then up here in the top right is sign in and sign up. So you would go ahead and click that. Create an account by, just sign up. Once you have an account created, you'll be able to log in. As it is at the recording of this video, you don't have to confirm your email address. So don't go, because I know that's a normal process for when you create an account on a lot of other platforms. So you don't have to go and check on your email first to verify that you have an account. You'll be able to sign in right away. Once you're normally signed in every time you go to the list builder. So if we're back here on the main homepage, you hit list builder, and then here you're going to be able to start deciding how to build your list. So over here in the left is version. So right now at the recording of this video, we are at version 1.3.1. And what this basically just means, when you look at the core rulebook, you'll see that it says version 1.3.1. Later on, we might end up doing a 1.3.12 and then 0.13 and then so on. But basically all that's there for is so that when you go to build your list, you know, because maybe you had a saved list or you had hard copies that you had printed out, you want to be able to verify that you have the most up-to-date version, because sometimes we will go through and update stats. Different conversation for a different thing. But as far as what you need to know right here, you can build your entire force. You can see all the stats that we have for Revelation Skirmish are on this website. There is no paywall. There's no exclusives, no nothing. It's all right here for you guys to be able to see before you purchase anything. So let's say you wanted to go ahead and build a Core Republic force. So the first thing you're going to do, if you want to save your list, because you can also print without saving, and I probably should talk about that, because if you're watching this video and you haven't read the core rulebook, first you should go to our store. You can click this big old banner here or click store. Go there and download the free core rulebook. That'll help you as far as getting really acclimated really quick. If you've already read that, you already know that depending on the game mode that you've selected and then the objectives, your points for your fight might be different. So we have it currently set at 400, but you can come in here and say, all right, we're going to play Revelation Skirmish, but we're going to play the Scout game mode, and we're going to do 150 points. So then I can go ahead and set it to be 150. Then as I'm adding more forces, the number on the left is how many points you've spent, and then on the right is the total that you had available to begin with. And you can always change this. So we'll just leave it at the 400 just for the moment for the sake of this. We're going to disable custom units. That'll be a different video, so I'll show you how you can make customs. And then depending on whether you're playing Scout or you're playing standard or heavy metal, Scout, you can take 4 combat units and up to 2 drones. Sometimes you may not want to take drones. Scout is really designed for you to be able to get into the game really fast. Maybe you don't have a lot of time, or you're just learning the rules, or maybe you're playing with someone who's not as experienced in wargaming and you kind of want to get them into it. That way, because you're only playing on basically a 4-on-4. When you play standard or heavy metal, you're playing up to 12 combat units plus up to 6 drones. So then right here, we'll show you how many units you've already selected. So moving past that, you've already said, okay, I want to play as the Core Republic. You'd go in here and you say, I want a Sierra War Mech. So I'm going to click War Mech. I'm going to go down here there's different types of Sierra. So we'll just say a regular Sierra, and I want to go ahead and see the stats. So if you click the plus sign, that will add it over to your current list that you are building. If you click on it, you'll be able to see the stat profile for the model right now. So this has all the different stats. That's a different video to kind of go over, but as far as list building, and then let's say, all right, so that was 40 of my 400 points. Let's say I also want to go ahead and take a Sentry R6. Boom, drop that in there. Oh, I want to see the Sentry stats. Oh, wait, I want to see the Sierra stats. You can also click back and forth to any unit that's here in your list that you're building. You can always go back and preview lists or your stats. And then you just go through, continue to add whatever you'd like. I want to have 2 chariots. Okay, you just double click the plus sign. And if I ever want to take something off, oh, I didn't mean to click 2. Minus. There you go. It drops off. You can also decide to add in your order cards. You don't have to do this. You can wait till when you get to play. We wanted to make this available so that if you wanted to save your list, you could go through. Okay, I'm just going to click 9 cards real quick. So it says 7 of 9, 2 more, boom. All right, I got my 9 cards. Let's say I've also got my list. For whatever reason, I decided to play with, dramatically less models. Up here at the top or at the bottom, you have both print and save. You'll want to name your list, and then you can click save, or you can click print and go through there and then follow the prompts. The only other thing to kind of show you here, because I don't want this video to be very long, if for whatever reason I don't want to play Core Republic, I want to play Mercenaries, you could go ahead and click the restart button here. This will totally refresh the page, so that way you're going back to the original choosing your factions. Now, right now, unlike the Core Republic or the Union of Stars, those two factions have just the primary faction. You are either just playing as the Core Republic or the Union of Stars. However, if you play as Orca or Faust Union or the Mercenaries, they also have sub-factions. So for example, Faust Union, we've been doing a lot of promotion for this. This is the newest playable faction that we're releasing. So in here, you can go ahead and choose your sub-faction. So let's say I want to play Sturmhammers, and I want to go through and pick big old Juggernaut, add him to my list, all right? But maybe for whatever reason, I don't want to play only Sturmhammers. Maybe there's a reason tactically why I want to be able to mix from a different sub-faction. Well, I'm perfectly allowed to. If you just keep pushing the back arrow until you get back to the choose sub-faction. Now I can move into the Krasny Malat's forces, and now I can start choosing their models as well to be able to add to my forces. All right? And that's the same way with the other sub-factions as well. So you've got like Ethereal and Haven, and also you have Bloodwolves and Generic. Basically, the reason that you have the sub-factions is because sometimes, for example, like with the Sturmhammers, if you have a force that is only Sturmhammers, or there's only Sturmhammers left after your casualties, they get a special perk in-game. If you have the Krasny Malat special keyword, then they interact with other Krasny forces, so that way they get special perks. So there's reasons sometimes to take only one sub-faction. There's also reasons sometimes to mix them. It's totally up to you, and we make that available so that way you can kind of just choose what you'd like to go with. All right. So thank you guys very much for watching. It's pretty straightforward. The only other thing, I guess, before I leave, is that when you do have a list that you've created, you can click into My Profile. This is a generic profile. That's why there's nothing in here. And then you'd be able to go ahead and see all the different lists that you had. And then you can click on them and edit them or print them and go from there. All right. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, please leave those down below, or you can ask in Facebook or Discord, and someone will get over to help you out ASAP. All right. Talk to you guys later.